Interesting Facts About Caribbean Countries Part 2. Did you know the Caribbean Sea is one of the top 10 largest seas in the world? This massive body of water with an area of approximately 2,754,000 kilometers squared is home to the second largest barrier reef in the world. Hey vagabonds, welcome to Part 2 of Interesting Facts About Caribbean Countries. If you have not checked out Part 1, make sure to click that link in the description. In fact, Part 1 holds a special place for me. As a new YouTube content creator, it is my first video to hit over 1,900 views. So a big thank you to everyone who have checked out that video thus far. Continue sharing this channel so that one day that video could reach 1 million views. Alright, let's get into some more fascinating facts about this incredibly diverse region. Number 1. Trinidad and Tobago. This twin island republic located in the southern Caribbean and a mere 11 kilometers off the northeast coast of Venezuela is home to many interesting facts. Apart from being home to one of the greatest carnival celebrations and the largest asphalt lake in the world, Trinidad and Tobago has contributed significantly to the musical landscape of the Caribbean and within diaspora communities abroad. It is the birthplace of calypso music, soca music, chutney music, and the steel pan. We will cover calypso, soca, and chutney music in another video, so let's zone in on the steel pan, also called by some as the pan or steel drum. If you have visited a Caribbean island or attended a Caribbean carnival overseas, chances are you would have heard the melodic sounds of this instrument filling the air. This instrument, the only new instrument invented in the 20th century, was birthed in Trinidad and Tobago in the 1930s. Not only this, but it is possibly the only instrument made out of industrial waste. As noted by the BBC, metal objects including car parts, paint pots, dustbins, oil drums, and biscuit tins were originally used as percussion instruments, but at some point they began to be tuned. The United Nations adds, eventually the crafting of more detailed instruments began to develop, and objects were improved by skinning, grooving, tempering, and tuning to create more accurate sounds. In 1945, the first 14-note steel pan with chromatic tones was developed. The main object used to create the instrument was a 55-gallon oil drum. How amazing is that? Today, instead of being made from oil drums, this instrument is now made from high-quality steel. It is the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago and synonymous with the life, culture, and music of the Caribbean. So next time you head to this twin island paradise, why not visit a steel pan factory to learn more about this amazing masterpiece? Or better yet, if you visit around carnival time, you must attend the annual Panorama Steel Pan competition. You are guaranteed a grand time. Number 2. Turks and Caicos. From the southern Caribbean, we head north to this British overseas territory that has one of the highest per capita incomes in the Caribbean. Did you know that there are no lakes or rivers in the Turks and Caicos? This makes it one of the 20 countries and 22 territories that do not have a permanent natural river flowing within them. As a result, Turks and Caicos relies on rainfall or pricey desalinated water as its only source of fresh water. While it lacks freshwater sources, the island's stunning beaches, crystal clear waters, and vibrant coral reefs make it not only a popular tourist destination, but also a perfect place for the annual humpback whale migration. From late January to early April, North Atlantic humpback whales can be seen in the waters near the islands of Grand Turk and Salt Cay. If you're planning a diving or snorkeling trip in the Turks and Caicos around this time, you may just be in luck to spot one of these magnificent creatures. Number 3 is home to some of the fastest men and women in the world. I'm sure you guessed it, Jamaica. Like Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica has contributed significantly to the musical landscape of the Caribbean. The island is home to reggae, dancehall, and ska music and has birthed internationally acclaimed and Grammy Award-winning musical talent. When we think of Jamaican musical talent, names such as Shaggy, Spice, Beanie Man, and Sean Paul come to mind. Of course, we can't forget musical genius Bob Marley, whose music lives on to this day over 30 years after his death. Its capital, Kingston, is home to the Bob Marley Museum, which should be on your bucket list of things to do if you ever visit Jamaica. Among the English-speaking Caribbean countries, Jamaica has one of the largest diasporas with significant populations residing in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. The diaspora has successfully introduced the country's music, food, and slang to many North American and European cities, making Jamaica one of the most visited Caribbean islands, receiving approximately 4.3 million tourists in 2019. Another fun fact about this charming island that many may not know is that it is home to one of the largest butterflies in the world and the largest in the Americas region. The giant swallowtail butterfly, known scientifically as Papillohomerus, has a wingspan averaging 6 inches. According to the Jamaican Observer, adults of the species have black wings with yellow markings near the margins, while spots form a diagonal band across the forewings. Home to mouth-watering foods such as jerk chicken, energetic vibes, and the incredible Dunn's River Falls, it is no wonder that so many persons flock to this island on a yearly basis. In fact, I think I'm going to look for a flight to Montego Bay right now. While I'm searching, take a brief moment to subscribe to our channel, like and share this video. Your support would enable more persons to discover this channel, where we aim to spread so much more about the Caribbean, apart from it being a destination for sun, sand, and sea. Alright, number 4 on our list, Saba. Now, some of you may be thinking, say who? Say what? I promise you, I'm not inventing countries. It is one of the reasons why this channel was created, to shed light on some of the more unknown Caribbean islands. Saba, a special municipality of the Kingdom of Netherlands and located to the southeast of the Virgin Islands, is the smallest territory by permanent population in the Americas. Get this, Saba has a population of just under 2,000 persons, stands at 5 square miles, and consists of 4 main villages that maintain an old Caribbean charm. But there's even something more fascinating about this picturesque island. The runway at the island's main airport is only 400 meters and is credited as being the shortest commercial runway in the world. Landing and takeoff can be a joy for some, while a nerve-wracking experience for others. Let us know in the comments, are you up for such an adventure? Apart from its runway, Saba is also famous for a road. You heard that correctly. This road, which runs from the airport to the harbor, passing through the island's 4 main villages, is the main road on the island and is considered a marvel of engineering. This is because many engineers claim that a road could not be built on the island, hence the nickname, the road that couldn't be built. That's until civil engineer Josephus Lambert Hassel organized a crew of locals to start construction in 1938. The entire road was built without the use of any heavy machinery. The road, which some say looks like a giant sidewalk, is approximately 10.6 kilometers long, with some sections impassable for 2 cars at a time due to how narrow it is. Navigating this road is considered an extremely daunting task, but the scenery while driving is totally worth it. Imagine getting the courage to land on the world's shortest runway and then having to muster up that courage again to drive on the road that couldn't be built. It seems like Saba is a must-visit destination for those who love extreme adventure and living on the wilder side of life. Next up in spot number 5 is the Dominican Republic. While the Dominican Republic, like the rest of the Caribbean, is recognized for its beaches, this country, which shares the island of Hispaniola with Haiti, is known for much more than that. Dominican Republic has the distinction of having the Caribbean's highest mountain peak. Pico Duarte rises to approximately 10,164 feet and is reachable in 2 or 3 day excursions depending on the chosen route. If you are into trekking, this should definitely be on your bucket list. It's also worth mentioning that the Dominican Republic is also home to the lowest point in the Caribbean, Lake Enriquillo. Christopher Columbus's brother Bartholomew established its capital, Santo Domingo, which served as the base for Spanish conquests of other islands in the Caribbean and much of Central and South America. The Dominican Republic is also known for its many famous baseball players, such as Sammy Sosa and David Ortiz, that it has produced. Compared to most of the Caribbean, where either cricket or football is popular, baseball is the top sport in this country. Alright, let's turn to another country where baseball is also quite popular. Number 6 on our list is Cuba. Known for its vintage cars and world-renowned cigars, are you aware that Christmas was once banned in this country from 1969 to 1997? That's right, Fidel Castro, the island's former and now deceased leader, canceled Christmas so that the celebrations wouldn't get in the way of the sugar harvest. According to Times magazine, in anticipation of a visit by Pope John Paul II that was planned for January of 1998, Castro declared that for that year only, Christmas would be a national holiday. The change, however, stuck. Another fascinating fact about this country is that it is home to the bee hummingbird, the world's smallest bird. This bird is endemic to Cuba and weighs 1.6 grams, with their eggs around 6 millimeters long, around the size of a coffee bean. According to BirdSpot, the bee hummingbird's wings beat so fast that it buzzes just like a bee when it's flying. It also mimics the erratic flight of a bee, making several downward dives with intermittent pauses to distract predators and chase away other hummingbirds and insects. If you are like me and fascinated by hummingbirds, then a trip to Cuba sounds like the perfect place to spot this remarkable creature. Now that we have covered some English, Dutch, and Spanish Caribbean countries, it's time to show the French Caribbean some love. At number 7 and last on our list is Martinique. One of France's overseas departments in the Caribbean, Martinique has an area of approximately 1,128 kilometers squared, making it the third largest island in the Lesser Antilles. Martinique has long recognized the importance of preserving its extraordinary natural beauty and diverse ecosystems, and thus approximately 2/3 of the island's area is considered as a national park. In fact, in 2021, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, added the entire island of Martinique to its world network of biosphere reserves, which promotes biodiversity, conservation, and sustainable development. I am already dreaming of being in Martinique among the lush greenery, hiking through the dense forest to get to some amazing rivers and waterfalls. Pure happiness. Apart from being known for its amazing rum, the northern coast of Martinique is home to black sand beaches, a sight to behold. The black sand is the result of volcanic lava and other volcanic materials that have been broken down by the oceans over the centuries. Martinique's mystical black sand beaches are definitely worth visiting for your picture-perfect moments. No one may believe you are vacationing in the Caribbean when they see those photos. Martinique's black sandy beaches in the north are counterbalanced by long stretches of white sand beaches in the southernmost point of the island. It's no wonder that Martinique is often cited as offering travelers an experience like none other in the Caribbean. That's all for now. We hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything else we missed, please feel free to let us know in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Vagabonds.